Hi guys, so what we want to look at is to really help you to do two things here. One, we want to grow your credibility on your LinkedIn profile, especially now that we're trying to optimize it as a landing page. But two, we also want to give ourselves some nice juicy content to use for our Friday Share a Win post. So this action actually has two massive benefits. One, it's going to create content for you to be posting about, i.e. case studies and testimonials and wins. Plus, it's also going to gather up those testimonials and credibility into your LinkedIn profile, which the more testimonials you get on your LinkedIn profile, the more LinkedIn sees you as being a profile of quality, a profile of credibility, and so that's going to help the reach of your posts. So let's just show down the bottom here. If I kind of give you the look here, as we go down a LinkedIn profile, you'll see at the bottom there is a great position here of recommendations, and you can see here that I can see that I've got my recommendations. We can go see all 48 of them. So there's a lot of recommendations here, and these lovely posts here I can actually take if I wanted to. Once I get a good one, I can screenshot it. I can then post it. I can screenshot just this. I can post it in a piece of social media content. I could use it as a image when I'm doing an actual longer case study, like an article, and I could have that as a picture that backs it up. It's really good to be able to initiate content, but also add that credibility. And it's so easy to do, but we need you to do it. We would love to do it for you, but we don't know who you've kind of worked with in the past. And look, you may have a new product that you're launching, so you might not have any direct reviews of that specific product. It might even be a new business, but I'm sure that you've worked with people in the past, old colleagues, old people that you've presented to, maybe people that have been in networking groups that have seen you to do like that 15-minute kind of presentation slot. Whatever it is, I'm sure there's people out there that can actually vouch for you to say that you're good at what you do. So it's those people that we're trying to do. So we want to add plus here, and then we want to ask for a recommendation, right? And then when we do this, we want to go and try and find someone. So you need to be connected to them before you can ask. So you might have to actually go and request someone first. But let's say I go out to Lizzie here. So I know that Lizzie here I've worked with for a long time, and so I can press continue, and then once I press continue, I can then say what relationship have I worked with Lizzie. Now obviously if I've worked with her before, that's great, she was a client of mine. But what if I had actually been in, say, a group, so we worked with each other in different groups, or we've reported to you, or we were students together, or what we could say, we were both in the same group. So if you're in the same networking group, you could then put into that, right? So say we're saying the group, and then you go find the position at the time, and I can say, okay, actually I was part of this business. And then I can say, hey, Lizzie, and obviously edit it, so for me, it's, I'd say, hi, Lizzie, would you write me a recommendation, please? Right. So I could just send that. But because we want to try and get these recommendations that align a little bit to your 13-week cycle, if you can, and only if you can, maybe try and tailor that. So I could say, could you write me a recommendation, please, specifically, and spell this correctly, because I won't, so specifically about the newsletter training I did. Last week, as would love to use a few to help promote a similar event, something like that. Yeah. And you can tailor it. So the reason why I'm doing that is that won't it be great then in a quarter's time when I have my newsletter week again, to be able to actually say, hey, this is why LinkedIn newsletters are really important. And then on Friday, I've got a case study of how Lizzie didn't have a LinkedIn newsletter, did a big push on a LinkedIn newsletter, and bam, suddenly now she's got lots of subscribers and clients because of her LinkedIn newsletter, right? So that tailoring can help. And look, you may have to send 2 or 3 of these out to get just one back, but wouldn't it be good if they come back? And so you can then hang a whole case study off that, right? You then press send, simple as that, job done. And then I'm going to discard that because obviously I've already got a testimonial for Lizzie, I think. And then if I go, once they come in, they don't automatically go onto your profile. So you need to go show all pending when they come in, and then they'll list them out like this. So you'll be able to see the ones that you've sent out when it loads. Let's just refresh that. I'm not sure why it's getting hung. But you'll be able to see the ones they go. So you can see the ones that I've requested before it now reloaded. Typical. It showed it just before I was reloading. But you can see the ones that you've requested, but also you can see the ones that have come back in. Now, my team probably have filtered through this and have accepted the ones that have come back in. But when it loads, you'll be able to see any that are pending that can go on, which will be in green when it loads up. Not sure why. Oh, perfect. Okay, good stuff. Right, so you can see here that Lyndon's requested from me. I've got John. These are the ones that I've sent, and so you can start to see them. You know, you got requested and sent, etc. And if one of these, and I know my team would have gone through it, but if one of these pops up as has received, then there'll be like a little green sign that says received, right? So not received, but like, someone's given it to you and you just need to accept it to go onto your profile. And if you didn't want to see the ones that received, here's all the ones that have been received, and you actually have the ability to turn them on and turn them off depending on how you want to go. So this is great because we want to build this part of your profile, but two, this will then your VA be able to help and work this through. So get them out. We want to get 13 of them ideally, but obviously you're probably going to have to send more than that. I hope it helps. You might need to send them a little DM or WhatsApp if you've got them on WhatsApp to say, hey, could you just see that I've sent one to you and give me a thumbs up or a review. But if you can do, this will be a really good use of your time. Good. Okay, guys. And good luck with that. And I look forward to seeing all those great testimonials up there. All the best.